Yo guys, welcome to today's video, and what we're going to be doing today is replacing a Vauxhall Corsa's engine, which the engine code is B14XER. So let's just crack on with replacing the engine, and I'm going to show you how it's done. So this is the Vauxhall Corsa, and what we're going to be doing is removing the battery, removing the bumper, the headlights, removing the bonnet also as well, removing the air intake, exhaust manifold, and then we'll go from there. So let's get on with it. Right guys, so we've jacked up the car, we've taken the wheel off, and now we're going to be starting to take off the screws around the bumper. As you can see, this is already out of place. I'm going to take these screws off anyways, and then we've got 4 more screws over here, and then some on the other side as well, on that side of the car, and then we've got some underneath the bonnet as well. Now we've removed the bumper, we're going to move on to removing the headlights now. We've left this wheel arch on slightly, and then we've taken this wheel arch off so we can access the drive shafts when we're going to be taking them out, as we're going to be taking the transmission, the gearbox out with the engine. So as you can see, this is where we're up to. Next is removing the headlights from that bolt over there, and then disconnecting the wirings as well. So as you can see, what we've done now is removed the headlight, 3 bolts. So we've ducted them there. We've got 1 bolt over there, 1 bolt over here, and then we've also had a bolt over there as well. And now we've removed that. So once we take this headlight out, we have one of the wiring connections there, which we will be removing right now. Now I've just quickly pulled out the airbox over here. I'm just going to be taking off this plug over here and then removing the airbox completely. So as you guys can see, we have removed the headlights, we removed the front bumper, the wheels, the wheel arch from that side, and then we've also removed this where the air condenser is connected to, and then the radiator there as well. This wasn't removed by any bolts. As you can see, this has just got a few clips that you just got to undo over there. You've got some on this side as well, which is that clip right there, and then another one over there too. So once you do this, you just leave it down on the side. These are pipes with a lot of pressure inside, so we're not going to be opening any of these. We're just going to be going straight to the main supply over there and just disconnecting that from the engine itself. And then after that, we'll go from there. So now to access to the radiator, I'm going to start taking off this strip over here as well. So all these bolts, we're going to start undoing and taking all of it off. So we'll see you in the next step. Now what I'm going to do is drain the coolant over here from the coolant nipple, just to drain it out into the bucket over here, so when we're working with the radiator we've got no leaks, and then we can take out the air box pipe over there as well, and then slowly we will be progressing. Right guys, as you can see, what we have here now is the engine completely out. Over here we have the gearbox as well with the engine, and then on this side where the car is, obviously we've got all the plugs and everything taken out. We've got the ECU. We're going to be keeping the same ECU. Obviously we've taken out the headlights, bonnet, radiator, the AC condenser, which is still over there. We've emptied the gas out. We've obviously taken out the drive shafts as well as the gearbox has come out. The battery, all the auxiliary parts we've taken out, and then now onto the gearbox. What we have here is the engine and the gearbox. So now we're going to be opening the bedding house to the gearbox, taking that off, and then attaching it to our new engine and placing it inside the Vauxhall Corsa over here. So once we've done that, we'll get back to you and show you. So as you can see, this is the gearbox with the engine. We've also got the bolts for the belling house around here. We'll be taking them out. This is the old engine, as you can see, and then we've also got all the car parts over here, all the drive shafts. We've got the plugs, ECU, all these extra plugs, and then the AC condenser, everything basically in here. We've also stripped down all this because our 36 drive shaft nut was getting stuck, so we couldn't really fit it inside there. We've just pulled it out by doing this, taking out the track rod end, and basically took out all this kind of side as well. And then it's the same on this side. So as you can see, if you can't manage to get the 36 bolt nut out of here, then I recommend you take off the tracker end, the ball joint, and you can literally just pull the drive shaft right out of this gearbox and engine. But that is pretty much it. And now we're going to move on to swapping the gearbox onto the new engine and putting it inside the car. So guys, as you can see, we've now taken off the gearbox and disconnected that by undoing most of these bolts around the belling house, and I've just sprayed it up a little bit of WD-40 inside to just lubricate it a bit, getting it a bit more fresh. And yeah guys, so now I've looked at this pressure plate, the clutch plate, they do look quite fine. I'm not going to replace them, so what we're going to do now is just use my new engine and attach it to this gearbox over here. So let's get to it. Right guys, so this is obviously the car now. I am very sorry that we couldn't really record most of the bits of putting it, taking it out and putting it back together, but as you can see, this is the engine back in its place. We've ran it, we've tested it, and now I'm just going to start putting everything back on, put this back on properly, making sure this plastic bit is on as well properly with all the bolts. I did tape up all my bolts to the parts, so this will help you in the future of obviously taking stuff off, so you know which bolts is for which. After that, we're going to be putting on the bumpers, the bonnets, headlights, etc., the wheels back on, and hopefully give it a real test drive on the road and see how that goes. But until then, let's get cracking with putting on the bumper. Right guys, as you can see, the lights have been put on tight, and now that's left is just putting the bumper on and the bonnet, and hopefully we should be done. Just put the wheels on. Right guys, as you can see, everything has been put back in place. We've got the bonnet back on place, the bumper, everything's back in. We've got everything in the engine back tightened up correctly, and then we've also put on the wheel casings. Now we're just going to put on the wheels and then give the engine a start and show you guys. Right guys, so now we've put everything back on. We're going to give the car a start and see if it starts. And there we go guys, car started up with no engine lights. Everything has been put together perfectly. And that is all the lights on with the engine inside perfectly running. Just getting you a little sound of the engine on the mic. There you go guys, so that is your Vauxhall Corsa 1.4 litre petrol, engine code B14XER, with it all together now. Right guys, so that is the Vauxhall Corsa all started up now. The engine put back together properly and safely. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video, but that is the end of it. And yeah guys, so do comment, subscribe and like, and comment if you want me to make a video on something else. But that is it for this Corsa. Now I'm going to take it for a little drive and we'll see you guys soon.